Žabákovo quest doplatit nájem pokračuje. Dobrý den, vítám vás Žabák u... Nevymyslel jsem to dál, nevadí. Každopádně dneska se koukneme na Hasan Piker Just Ruined Live, pardon. A je tam ještě tečka na konci. No což, klasický kanál Veschat, nezaměstnané zprávy. Takhle, já Hasana znám jenom z TikToku, vím, že je cringe, že tam měl nějaké cringe názory na Palestínu nebo co, že je to prostě politický streamer a že se hodně navážel do H3. To je celé, to je jediné, co o něm vím. Dál mě ten člověk absolutně nezajímá, takže mě zajímá, jak si tento člověk, streamer, zrujnoval život. Let's go!
Let's go. I think I'm gonna go to jail, by the way. That's like, okay. This might actually cause me to go to jail, low-key, but high-key.
They support Hamas, a genocidal
I might
terrorist
literally
group with
be
American
going to
blood
jail.
on their hands. That is not the
Hey,
issue
congratulations
here.
to all
These
my
people
haters, bro. You did it. All the
just
liberals.
lie
Massive day for the
To bylo o něm, teď ty zprávy. Anti-Israel Alliance. Wow, okay, what the fuck?
That is not the
Hey,
issue
congratulations to
here.
all
These
my
people
haters, bro. You did it. All
just
the
lie
liberals.
massive day for the
That's insane.
unemployed. Hasan Piker's in trouble. And we're not talking about getting banned on Twitch. And honestly, I don't know what happened. You know, David must have played a secret chord
What?
that,
Tam se dá skočit? Co?
you know,
On stojí na tom autě, What?
David must have played a secret chord that pleased the Lord. People think Hasan's breaking the literal Anti-Terrorism Act by providing material support and creating content that promotes their cause.
This isn't music. I know they're singing, but I'm seeing just guns and shit. This isn't a music video, Hasan.
If you guys still don't know who Hasan is, he's
Ne, to mi actually vysvětli, to bych potřeboval kontext. Vím, že to je cringe, ale nevím, proč je cringe.
number 2 political streamer on Twitch behind the cockroach
Ježiš, kamo, tak no, kamo, tenhle klip, já se tak to...
king.
You're not going to jail. Your family's rich, you're fine, you're not going. Don't worry about it. Rich people don't go to jail.
Ok, hodně crazy, dobře. Dobře, pane Kakrouči, nebudu tady nic říkat.
No intro today. I got molested by my uncle. But anyway, there's been some interesting
What the fuck?
revelations in the, you know, the libtard community. They're collapsing like the buildings in Fight Club
Ježiš, kámo, tak to je squad. H3, iDubbbz a Hasan, kámo, no way.
community. They're collapsing like the buildings in Fight Club at this rate. If he keeps glazing terrorists, he probably would go to
Bylo.
terror. He probably would go to jail. We got Batman himself keeping the streets safe. Yo,
Batman.
okay, yo, chill. If Destiny goes to jail for being I may never stop laughing.
Oh, you want to see a Houthi musical? Sure.
At least the nickname fits. Piker.
What does that mean?
Definitely a piker, this guy.
Getting clowned
Co znamená Piker, actually?
on the national news is low-key crazy. What does that mean? I honestly don't know what that means either, but like, if anything, he's definitely a piker.
A gambler who makes only small bets. Person. Okay, chápu.
I have no problem with the Houthis. Yeah, because I don't.
I just think he flew a bit too close to the sun, you know? If
Haha, Icarus reference, let's go.
America designates somebody as a terrorist group, you probably shouldn't be quote-unquote glazing them. Like, one thing is like military targets, but when civilians are involved, you can't really justify that. Anyway, I'm not a lawyer, and I strongly doubt he's going to jail. It just sounds like he's playing like victim or something, but never.
No, já nevím absolutně nic, ale jako kámo, za mě je jako insane mít takové jako až moc kontroverzní názory na internetu, zrovna kámo, zastávat se nějakých jako skupin, tak to je fakt crazy za mě, to nechápu absolutně, takže jako je to insane, jako do vězení nepůjde, za to, že akorát něco řekl, to je jako blbost, když je to jakoby top 2 streamer kámo politický, ten má asi peněz jak želez, ale jako je to crazy, no. A to dělali v minulosti už, když byla když byly ty hej mezi Izraelem a Palestinou. Já mám nechci tady říkat ty slova, ono to pak dosáhl ty $1 možná, ale no chápete, tak tam taky říkal hodně wild věci, a i předtím ten další konflikt. No prostě Hasan, kámo, ten vždycky má co říct a podle to, on schválně to rodí, on akorát ragebaití. Podle mě se to ani nemyslí, on schválně říká kontroverzní věci, aby prostě farmil klipy, kámo, na Twitteru. Crazy.
Nevertheless, he is breaking Twitch terms of service. One piece of advice, you always gotta listen to your black friend. You tricked me.
Okay, bro.
I was hoping he was actually going to jail with 8,000 likes. You know, it's safe to say Hasan has more haters than supporters at this rate. I ain't gonna get too
No jako to spíš ne, ono je tam hodně taková ta velká tichá skupina a samozřejmě, že ta nejvíc, vole, crazy malá skupinka bude slyšet nejvíc, ale tady zrovna u Hasana, kámo, bych se nedivil, kdyby to byla pravda.
Political because I still want my YouTube monetization, but nevertheless, Hasan was defending some things that in my opinion are indefensible and, you know, take the
True, no, kámo, tohle by se, to je insane, tohle
floor,
říkat.
Rat King.
Like,
Jako nepůjde do vězení, to je za prvé, ale za druhé, kámo, podporovat tyhle to vůbec nechápu, jak to vůbec přijde, kámo, takováhle myšlenka do hlavy.
number one, kidnapping civilian ships full of Filipinos and holding them hostage.
Že tam vytali, kámo, na B-rollu.
This is not a moral action.
Dog, I'm gonna keep it a $1.50. The Philippines can't catch a break. First they get like kidnapped, and then Vitaly
Kámo, vytali shenanigans, no way.
shows up, you know. I'm a random Filipino. I do confirm that we don't like to be kidnapped, even if it's for a moral reason.
Ano jo, říkáte Filipínou, dobře, ok, tak to má hned, kámo, pravdu.
And in general, justifying anything like that through a morality standpoint, in my opinion, is you know, a little bit of a gray area. With that logic, you could justify anything. I mean, these guys didn't deserve to get bullied in school. Like, yo, is that XQC? And while
Ticho, to je insane.
we're on the topic of XQC, you know Hasan's really in a pickle when French Canadians start making sense. It's like when pigs fly.
But any pro Hasan after debate topic video, bro is consuming all of it.
Bro, proč mluví tak na polovičním speedu, kámo? On když jako fakt chce spitovat fakta, tak mluví pomalu, aby mu bylo rozumět, I think.
Hey, listen, all I'm saying is, in order to eat the glaze, you have to eat the donut. Sometimes the donut is good, sometimes it's not good. But it's part of the experience to get a little bit of both. Because all
Bro, proč má takovýhle, kámo, jak se řekne? Kámo, proč XQC vždycky vymyslí tu nejvíc divnou metaforu, která je nejvíc mindblowing věc actually na světě?
only glaze, no good.
Hasan wasn't even hungry and XQC was cooking, and you don't gotta give it to him. Credit where it's due. Good analogy. XQC is like 1 for 10 right now. And genuinely,
Kámo, ale vždycky, když XQC má s někým beef, tak vymyslí tu nejvíc wild divnou metaforu na světě, která nějakým způsobem funguje.
Hasan exists in a perpetual echo chamber. You know, Ethan is crazy. Hasan is getting cooked, permanently banned. But in the end, I sort of pity Hasan. He's a 34-year-old millionaire who lives in West Hollywood and spends all of his time talking to raving lunatics on Twitch.com instead of, you know, starting a family or like going out and traveling and
Kámo, to Idopsovo video taky bylo hodně divný, ty vole. Já nevím, jestli to někdo viděl, ale když tak mi napište do komentářů, co si o něm myslíte. Zase jsem to moc nedal teda. Já jsem to zapnul tak 5 minut, ale přišlo mi to divné.
enjoying himself. And, you know, traveling on stream is not the same. His audience, like locusts, follows him and like criticizes him.
I'm sorry, I forgot to say you need to stop drinking Coke Zero on stream. It's boycott.
If I was streaming and a woman walked up to me,
What?
telling me what I can and can't do, I'd straight up shotgun that Coke Zero.
Ok, tady jsme byli fakt blízko žlutému dolaru, ale snad jsme dožili kolku, čete.
I'd
Snad.
butt chug it. Hasan's stream title, Houthis
Ještě k tomu Adepsovi, ten týpek si doslova, kámo, vybudoval kariéru na tom, že řekl N-word, chápeš? A pak v tom videu bude kritizovat H3 kvůli tomu, že jakože way too political WTF, bro, nechápu tady logiku moc.
show the limit of Israel with a fuck the Jews.
Kámo, tohle je insane, co to je, sakra, to snad není streamer, kámo.
PewDiePie
To není, tenhle člověk není top 2 streamer, to mi ne, kámo, what?
did something similar as a joke, and people were like calling him a Nazi for like years after. This is honestly kind of crazy. And of
Nazi.
course, I'm not going to be bad faith and misrepresent that Hasan made that sign, but still, I think Twitch should be banning this type of thing, no? He already is in the prison of his 70 IQ mind.
79!
Not a single human with triple-digit IQ takes Twitch seriously because of how they uphold their terms of service, you know? Some rules apply to some people and some
No, ne, tam akorát funguje, kámo. Hele, máš penisnou vagínu? To je jako důležitá otázka. Cože, ty nemáš penis? Ok, tak akorát dáme ti ban na 2 dny v pohodě. Cože, ty jsi měla koitus na streamu? 2 dny ban v pohodě. Co, pane opate, vy jste měl 2 pixely NSFV obrázku? Wow, dáme ti permu, víš co? Nechápu prostě.
some apply to others. Like, you can just clearly see their bias, and that's cringe. Oh, and trust me, that's just the tip of the iceberg. People are reporting that you can no longer report Hasan on Twitch without
Vy Twitch.tv, chápeš?
receiving an error.
Twitch.tv, 50% ze subů, by the way.
Now, as you can see yourself in the bottom right, people were getting internal errors reporting Hasan. All right, let's try this. Advocating harassment, all right. Bullied me. I debunked it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a Hasan fan by any means. In fact, I'd argue I'm more of a hater, a critic, if you will, but I'm still gonna be charitable to him. Now, either Twitch already fixed it by the time I'm checking it, or people were just like getting random bugs, which, you know, happens time to time. A progressive mind in a body made for the manosphere.
Ne, to k tomu mám nemá co říct, ale Twitch jako jo, to už dělali podle mě dřív, zrovna s tou. S jako streamerkou, nevím, nepamatuju si, ale stalo se to si taky pamatuju, ale už dávno.
Although Hasan's 10 years older than me, I could still guarantee I could bench 2 plates for more reps than him AMRAP, and that's a challenge. Right after the election, the Times of Canada are reporting the story as well.
Times of Canada, kámo.
Congratulations to my haters. Hasanabi responds to backlash. Fox News criticism might come about for Hasanabi's long-term pro-Palestinian stance. That is such a misrepresentation. Like, in my opinion, you can be pro-Palestine and not, you know, support the kidnapping of Filipinos. In my humble opinion, the ends do not justify the means when it comes to, you know, harming civilians or people completely unrelated to the incident. Like, Philippines are catching a stray once again. You know, if it was another country like Turkey, I wouldn't really care, but like Philippines,
Co má s těma státama sakra? Indie, Kanada, Pakistán, Turkey, what the fuck?
they're cool. Do people in Canada even care about Hasan? It's easier to fool someone than to convince them they've been fooled, and I think Hasan's shtick is coming to an end. Designer clothing and luxury vehicles are like the worst investment you can make, and I don't mean to flex with any of y'all, but, you know, I'm more of a socialist myself with my RAV4 Hybrid XLE Premium Pack.
Ty koky, kámo. Vez chat na mě flexí, kámo. Člověk, co si nemůže zaplatit nájem, chápeš?
You know my mile on the gallon is crazy. Then again, I can't afford a Porsche either way, so please subscribe to help me pay my rent.
Kámo, zavřej hubu.
You just got mogged, kid. And literally, like Icarus, he's flying too close to the sun. He's
Kámo, 2 Icarus reference za video, jsi v pohodě?
still glazing. Poorest nation on the planet, and they still find time to make music videos.
Oh, you want to see a Houthi musical? Sure.
Hasan is the most dangerous anti-Semite that there is, I think, as far as a live streamer. I think he puts Kanye to shame. I think he puts Candace Owens to shame.
No, tady s Kaněm bych se trošku uklidnil, tady bych moc nesouhlasil, kdo ví, ten ví. Nebudu říkat nahlas, ale Kanyeho livestreams, kámo, jsou lately až way too wild.
If you guys didn't know, this is Hasan's co-host, Dan Saltman. He's only credible when he
Saltman, no to sedí asi.
has his hat on, so take him with a grain of salt, man. Bro's been
Okay.
on a roll with all the Hasan coverage recently, and he exposed the fact that another large streamer named Tech2One Pixel got banned for calling Frogan fat, and then Hasan did the same thing.
This is the Nicholas Eat Oreos guy. Nick the Oreo got so fat he split off a second, somehow still fat clone of himself.
I personally think both situations are funny, but it does show the hypocrisy.
That's ruthless.
Now, I don't think anybody should be banned for calling anybody
Jsem nepochopil teď moc, sorry.
fat, but the fact that one dude was and Hasan wasn't just shows the double standards that Twitch has towards him. Even the guy himself doesn't care. He says, I don't want people to report Hasan Piker on my behalf. I'm not trying to become some sort of martyr over a fat joke. I say plenty of vitriolic shit on my own streams all the time. All this really does is confirms the fact that Twitch is, you know, biased to Hasan.
Nepochopil jsem vůbec, kámo, ty reference. Sorry, já jsem ti koukal trošku do telefonu, nebudu lhát, ale end the day, chápeme se, Twitch má double standardy, kdo to nevěděl.
You know, just add that to the evidence folder real quick. If you made it this far, toss a like on the video, and, you know, I hope you guys are either, like, taking a shit or, like, you know, eating your food, because honestly, a lot of this stuff doesn't really matter and it won't change your life in any way. So imagine Hasan does go to jail and, like, shares a cell with Andrew Tate. Like, that'd be content, but that doesn't change the fact that you're still
Twitch stream z cely, kámo, s Andrew Tatem. Andrew Tate podcast, jsme v cele, co? Jak vyděláme miliony dolarů, Andrew. Nevíme, pojďme tady. No dobrý, nebudu to dokončovat.
vaping Jeremy, despite saying you'd quit multiple times and are still lacking on the gym. Wake up.
Co se děje tady? Kámo, co to je, what the fuck? I clicked faster than Logan Paul scamming his fans. Nothing faster than that. Okay, chápu. W, WestJet, dám sem lajkos. Pokud máte rádi kuřecí řízek s hranolkama, dejte sem like, odběr a naschle.